Yeah. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. I ain't been able to make no videos out here, near my lawn in a minute. It's been wet. You know what I mean? So it's drying up today, so I think we could take a little stroll real quick. Nah, I ain't gonna do too much walking. I already don't feel like it. It's already a little too hot. You see that I take 2 steps and I recognize how detrimental this sun could get, man. But listen, man, we gonna talk about it real quick. So, the Philadelphia Eagles, man. You know what I'm saying? We make 3 cuts today at the wide receiver position. It had to happen. You know what I'm saying? We cut, what was his name? Marcus Allen, Manasseh Bailey, and Deontay Barnett. Listen, man. This is just a testimony. Now you got to think of it like this too. A team that struggled so much in this position, in the wide receiver position. Why are they so eager to let go of, wide receivers right now? Well, I'll tell you why I believe we're so eager to let go of wide receivers. Listen, man, hold on. Let me pop a quick squat real quick. Listen, man, this is why I believe we so eager to let go of wide receivers real quick. Because I think what we see from the guys we drafted. We like what we see from Quez. You know what I'm saying? We like what we see from Jalen. And Hightower has just been, just been a man on a mission, man. Looking good, looking to prove that, he should have been an early draft pick, period. You know what I mean? I got real high hopes for John Hightower. Like I said, all offseason. I believe that if the wide receiver class wasn't so deep, he's a 2nd, 3rd round pick. Hightower's going to have a better career than Denzel Mims. Put it like that. That's how I feel about Hightower. You know what I'm saying? But when you think about it like this, the 3 guys that, we drafted look like they're going to make the 53-man roster. You know what I'm saying? At least Hightower and Rager are going to make the 53-man roster. You know what I'm saying? Quez Watkins is going to at least, at the minimum, make the practice squad. But I think Quez could creep into the 53 as well. That's already 3 wide receivers. Then you got the proven guys who have to make the roster. Alshon Jeffrey, Deshaun Jackson. You know what I'm saying? And then you got another guy in that we still trying to, give time to develop to, and Arcega-Whiteside. Do I agree with the guys that were cut? Yes, I agree with 2. Derek Barnett, man. I'm not Derek Barnett. I'm sorry. Deontay Barnett arguably had a better camp than Greg Ward. I forgot to mention Greg Ward as a guy who probably going to make the roster 9 times out of 10. Barnett arguably had a better camp than this dude. It's been reports that I've been looking at of Barnett basically not even dropping the pass. You know what I mean? That's next level stuff in minicamp. That's the type of stuff that gets you to make a roster. When a guy gets waived like that, you only can hope that he clears waivers and then he comes back and make the practice squad. But he's been playing so good. I'm almost rooting for this guy, Deontay. I'm rooting for him to be able to go make a 53-man roster somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? That's how good I feel like he's been playing. You know what I mean? And that's that on the 3 cuts. But is it surprising that Deontay Barnett got cut? Absolutely. Because if I was to do a 53-man roster today, he would probably be on my practice squad portion. You know what I'm saying? He probably would be a practice squad guy. But, on to some Zach Ertz news, though. They talking about Zach Ertz and the Eagles contract talks have come to a screeching halt. The Philadelphia Eagles basically offered Zach Ertz something that was laughable. You know what I mean? In comparison to, a tight end of his caliber. You know what I mean? The Philadelphia Eagles got to figure something out. You don't want a disgruntled franchise player. You either got to let him go, you either got to trade him, or you either got to sign him and keep him happy. You don't want a disgruntled guy like that, man. Look at the Alvin Kamara situation. You know what I'm saying? They said what they was going to do. Dude, you ain't coming to practice in 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? You still on your rookie deal. We'll trade you. We'll trade you. You got to let it be known what it's going to be right from the gate. And I think the Philadelphia Eagles are letting it be known that they'd rather not trade Zach Ertz, that they'd rather, work something out and get back to the drawing board. Sometimes going to the drawing board and negotiation is not a bad thing at all. You know what I'm saying? It's just not a bad thing at all. I feel like a deal will get done. Who knows when? This is the NFL. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Football is getting so close, man. And, shout out to everybody that got their merch on deck. I always got to give a shout out to y'all, man. Because when y'all send me the pictures of the merchandise and y'all wearing the merchandise, you know what I mean? I'm just ecstatic, man. I got some new stuff coming. You know what I mean? I got some announcements as far as merchandise go coming up. You know what I mean? As early as Monday, I got an announcement for the merchandise. And it's a vibe. It's a vibe, and we're going to continue to ride this vibe on to this next Super Bowl win. That's how we doing things. We talked about Zach Ertz. We talked about the wide receivers. Let's talk about the injuries and why I feel like people are screaming for the hills. People are screaming fire, fire, fire. It's a fire, it's a fire, it's a fire. I think they're blowing it out of proportion, man. You know, I looked at our next three opponents. Man, who we play. You know what I'm saying? The Washington football team, you know what I'm saying? They have a guy who was out for the entire season who was going to play a big part. You know what I'm saying? Thaddeus Moss, I believe that's Randy Moss' son, the tight end, out for the upcoming season. You know what I'm saying? I'm not Jason Peters. I'm sorry. Adrian Peterson is questionable. They got cornerbacks who are questionable. You know what I mean? It's a bunch of questionable dudes up and down the line when you're talking about that ball club. You know what I'm saying? Then you go to our week 2 matchup against the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams got dudes up and down questionable. Cooper Kupp, not 100%. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff with a lot of people. Then you go to our week 3 matchup. The Bengals got a lot of people hurt. Ross, Mixon, who just got a deal, questionable. You know what I'm saying? So I say that to say this. You're going to find on every roster right now dudes who are day-to-day. Period. You're going to find on every roster right now dudes who are day-to-day. Like I said in my video yesterday, there's a sickness within the fan base to where when somebody gets hurt, we blow it out of proportion. I know we want to see everybody healthy. It's football. It's not going to happen. No team right now don't got a guy or a couple guys that's banged up. We got a bunch of guys that's day-to-day and a bunch of guys that's questionable. Stop saying we need to fire the medical staff. Stop. You know. Somebody even went as far as to say this. Well, we should have kept Chip Kelly and what Chip Kelly was doing. At least guys were healthy with Chip Kelly. Dude, we won a Super Bowl when we got rid of Chip Kelly. How does that even make sense? You know what I mean? Come on, guys. We got to wisen up and we got to understand that it's football. Dudes are going to be banged up. It is what it is. Dudes are going to take maintenance days off, especially in a unique situation to where the season is about to start with no preseason. Dudes have to take extra precaution. Relax. Take a chill pill. You know what I'm saying? All we're doing is giving fuel to the trolls. We're giving fuel to the trolls by not using our best minds. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is with that as well. I feel like that week 1 we're going to see healthy people, and we're going after we beat up on, this Washington team, we're going to be having our sights set on week 2 and not worrying about all this other crazy stuff that's going on as far as health is concerned, which is not a big deal right now. Okay, it's getting spooky. So the Philadelphia Eagles actually just waived Elijah Holyfield, Adrian Killins, and Warren. It's getting spooky now. Because now you have Miles Sanders, Corey Clement, and Boston Scott. I mean, where's the power back? I just, it's getting spooky now. This is why I said Leonard Fournette would be an ideal candidate. I just think now we are definitely too small in the backfield right now. And this is getting real interesting with the Philadelphia Eagles. I mean, they basically didn't keep anybody from the running back room who was having a good camp. And I don't know where you go, but a lot of teams are going to be waiving and letting people go right now. This is that part of the season. Everybody's trying to get down to their 53. The Philadelphia Eagles will be in the market to actually start signing some of these people. I think the Philadelphia Eagles are trying to keep as much space available for offensive linemen. That's the only thing I could think of. But, man, it's getting spooky out here, man. It's getting spooky. We just got to continue to see what's going on, man, with all these cuts and all these moves. It's crazy, man. Again, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Unless something else crazy jump off, you know what I'm saying, before I edit this video, man. Wow. I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting Killins, Warren, and Elijah Holyfield to be waived, man. But let's see, man.